Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do my EDC update for February. So, it is the beginning of the month this time. Usually I wait until the middle end, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta do the update, right? It's the beginning of February, so it hasn't been that long since I did the last one, which is fine. I got some rain on my glasses here, which is kind of annoying. Let me get out my Hank, which is part of my EDC. I got my Michael Scott Hank here. Shout out to Issuing Stitches, killing it with the Hanks. Bobby over there is a great dude. And that just reminded me, should totally do a prison Mike Hank. A prison Mike Hank would be awesome. But yeah, I carry a Hank every day. I went from trying Hanks to not really carrying them. I just had them on my desk to giving them all away to getting back into Hanks when I got glasses, because now I need them all the time. I've used this probably like 15 times today already, so it's kind of a big deal for me. In that same pocket, I have my Vero Engineering Fulcrum with my logo lasered on. It is an absolute staple in my EDC. This puppy got a workout yesterday when the dudes came to install my dryer and just decided it wouldn't fit and fucking left it in my living room. And all I did was, it took me 2 minutes to get the door off the hinges, remove the hinges, and remove a railing, and I got it down the stairs. My wife held the other end of it, but I basically carried it down the stairs myself because I'm buff, baby. No, because the stairs did most of the work, and I was just like, but anyway, this thing pried fucking railings off the wall. It unscrewed hinges. It fucking popped the things that go into the doors. Fucking love this thing. It's so good, and it's a size that's actually useful for stuff like that. Anyway, you guys know I love the Fulcrum. Probably my number one EDC item. Then I have my Dapper Designs flashlight. Dapper Designs Ion. It is going strong. I will say, I haven't had the battery run out per se. I do try to charge it, like, I don't know, whenever I remember, once every couple weeks. But I barely use it. Like, I turn it on and shit to, like, look for something. I turn it off. I really don't use it that often, which is why I love having a very minimal light. I don't want a big bulky light because I don't use it a lot. So people who are constantly using them, I get it, right? It is starting to get a little lighter out these days, so that might be why. I was using it a lot more, like fall, winter. But I've had a couple occasions where it just kind of like crapped out. Like, it just stopped working. I would lock it out, and then I'd go to like unlock it, and it would just not turn on. And then I'd have to plug it in, and once it plugged in, it like fixed itself, and then it would work again. I've had that happen twice now, and I don't know, that bugs me a little bit, because what if I needed it when it did that, right? It hasn't happened yet, but it would piss me off. So anyway, I just want to bring that up because, you know, long-term type of review stuff. I told you guys, I love that light. I just can't speak to the long-term, you know, durability and stuff. So there you go. Oh, fuck. Did I zoom in on my face? Fuck me. Hold on. Of course I did. Can I zoom out? What the fucking Christ? It's like not connecting to the camera, but it is. I don't know if I just zoomed out like way too far or back to normal, right? That's the question. And I can't see because the fucking thing won't connect for some reason. Hang on a sec. I'm going to have to stop and start. All right, cool. So it's done, but I have to turn it on and then turn the app off on my watch. It's a whole story. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I have my chapstick. It's lip butter, mango, moisturizing and soothing. Got this shit on Amazon, or I think my wife got it in some kind of gift box. So I carry that. And then today I just got this. This is a titanium pill case, And I've always carried like a green plastic one. Now, I don't know if I showed it because it's not something I want to talk about, that I take medication every day, but I do, right? So I have this little titanium tube, and I just got this today off Etsy. And basically it opens up and you have the tube there, and then you can screw this cap on. I'm guessing it's watertight because it has an O-ring. And it's really small. That's the key here. I didn't want something big. I wanted something really small I could just drop in my pocket. You know, I had this, it wasn't big, but it was pretty big, and it was plastic, and it, like, this takes up no room, right? I really like that. So that's a new thing for my carry. I have my keys, of course. I always talk about the keys. I have the Axial Gear pen, and I have the Axial Gear toothpick. I rock those like crazy, love them. They're awesome. I have the Aurora thing from Rovivon, of course. Best pocket, best like mini flashlight. I mean, this thing's probably better than the Dapper. It's just, it's not as good looking. It doesn't have a really good clip, and it's a little fatter. And then I just have my keys and stuff. A little fob for daycare. And this is my house key. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I connect the daycare fob to it because sometimes I just grab the key and I walk. I don't want to carry on my keys. But this key is amazing. So this is my front door key, or my house key, right? Back door too, I guess. But it's also a carabiner. You can get these at like Lowe's or Home Depot, I guess. And it is amazing. It saves you from having to have this big carabiner thing that's like separate, you know, and it's hooked to your keys and all this shit. I just go like this, bang, clip that on, and now I have a carabiner to clip to my belt or whatever, or my pants. And that's how I do it. And if I don't want to use that, it's just another key, right? I just love that setup. Then I have my truck key, obviously. Sorry about the sound. I'm trying to talk loud because it's really starting to rain here. All right, let's talk about knives. In my back left pocket, I have my Mallory Designs Forest S35 VN steel, marbled or shred carbon fiber, steel liner lock, titanium milled clip, 180 bones or whatever, 175 bones on pre-order. You guys know I love this. I bought one for Kyle, Jake, and Chris, my best buddies. And yeah, I really love this thing. Long-term sort of update. It's still badass. I stropped it when I got it back from Neve's Knives the other day, and it's razor ass sharp. It's just such a good knife. It doesn't, like, I don't know how to explain that better. It's not trying to do all this crazy shit. It's just a really good sheep's foot blade with excellent ergos, thin stock, thin edge. It just does all the things I need it to do really well. And then it has great action, perfect detent, awesome acoustics. It's starting to ting on the close now. For me, anyway. Absolutely love the Forest, guys. And then in my front left pocket, I just got this in on loan. This is the CKF, or Custom Knife Factory Sakosha. And this is the Marfione collaboration. I believe it's titanium scales. I guess the buddy who loaned it to me said bronze. So I don't know if he meant bronze anode or if they're actually bronze, because it does have some weight to it, but I'm pretty sure it's titanium. And I made a few quick modifications when I got it, not like real modifications, but I took the glass breaker off and I found an extra screw in the package. It comes with an extra set of hardware. I'm pretty sure it's one of these screws. So they send you an extra set of all hardware. So I think it's one of those, and it fit perfectly, tightened down, no problem. You can also reverse the clip. So look at that, bang. Reverse the clip, and I can carry this lefty, which is awesome. And then last but not least, I took out the pivot screw and I put in an O-ring. They seem to fit really well on CKFs. These are the O-rings I got from OCDforedc.com a while ago. So shout out to Justin and Molly. Go check them out. Go check out their website. But they sell O-rings, and man, they fit. I used one in my Evo 2.0. It saved the day because that thing has a spinning pivot with tooling on one side. Well, that sucks, right? If you're going to Loctite it, and if you have a knife like that with a banger of a blade that's going to drop, and it's just going to loosen up constantly. So I put an O-ring in there, bang, no issues, no walking, nothing. Did the same thing on this. I've got the action tuned to where it's dropped shut, very controlled, and yet there's no play at all. There's a little bit of back and forth, but I think that's going to wear it. Maybe there is a little bit of... That's hard to tell. I might have tightened it down a little bit. Maybe it is going to walk. I haven't tested the O-ring on this knife, so I can't speak to it, but it should work. Anyway, this is a... not a titanium. I think it's a steel liner, actually, because the magnet stuck to it. I did a whole video on this just a minute ago. So I really don't want to like harp on this knife because you're just going to be watching this probably right after that. But I like this knife actually quite a bit. I kind of want one now. And it's breaking in pretty nicely for me. You get that lefty flick on the reverse. And you just kind of have to get used to these studs. They're very shallow. They're low studs, if that makes sense. But other than that, it's growing on me quick. I love that it's very lefty friendly, you know. Pretty big size knife though, but that's okay, you know. So those are the knives. That's the stuff I have on me. No real channel updates, just cranking out videos. I got a live stream tonight. Today is the 3rd of February. I'm going to have on Gideon stuff. Trying to get back to having on other channels that I haven't really like totally dove into yet. Like I haven't seen a ton of his videos. I watched a lot of his like 2021 Knife of the Year type videos a while ago. I've seen some of his stuff, but like I'm not like an expert on his channel, so it's gonna be cool to get to know him and stuff. And I want to start doing that more again. I used to have a lot of channels on that are kind of new to me, right? And I just think that's fun to get to learn, meet people and learn about them, different people in the community. It's just a good time, you know? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything special or anything. Nothing's going on. Just waiting on prototypes still, so I don't have any news for you. Sorry. I do have some cool prototypes on the way to me. I have the Dawn prototype from TW Price, and I have the gripper, the 3.5-inch gripper from Brass Brigade on the way as well. So some cool prototypes I've been able to check out recently, and I'm excited about that. So that's it, guys. Hit me up in the comments with anything you want me to start looking at or any suggestions. That's kind of why I like to do these update videos, so I can update you on me and the channel. You can update me on what you think about the channel, that kind of stuff. So let's talk about it down in the comments. And yeah, I love you guys, truly and dearly love you all. I appreciate all the support you guys are showing. The subscribers, the memberships, the Patreon, you guys using my Lefty10 code everywhere, using my affiliate link. We had a big day the other day from Urban EDC Supply when the Denim F5 dropped. I checked my reversion account. I have like, it was like almost $500 in commission I got from the last 2 weeks of F5 drops. So you guys really hit it with the link when you bought those. So thank you very much. That money all goes into the channel, guys. Shipping, buying knives, giveaway knives, you know, stickers, all that shit that I spend money on. That's where that money goes. And it's really appreciated because we did a on Lefty Live the one day, we looked at my shipping, right? We've done it a couple times. And I spent somewhere around $4,000 on shipping last year, right? Well, I got my tax form from YouTube, and I got just under $3,000 in ad revenue money and, you know, memberships, that stuff, super chats, all of that combined was just under $3,000 from them for the whole year, right? So think about that. There's $1,000 more that I paid in shipping than I even got from YouTube, right? That doesn't count Patreon, so maybe it evens out. So like it covered shipping basically. That does not include giveaway knives, covering StreamYard costs, covering, you know, all the things I pay for, swag and shit like that. So, but it helps, right? It really helps that you guys support the channel in some way. And whether it's just hitting subscribe, it really does count. Hitting the like button, leaving comments, all that stuff counts. And it adds up. So even if you think me subscribing isn't going to help at all, right? Like, it does. Because if everybody does that, we start to grow, right? And the channel's been doing pretty well. We definitely have kind of stagnated a little bit. We were kind of climbing there, and then, you know, the last couple months have been a little bit slower. You know me, guys, I'm not really worried about that all too much, but I feel like I put a shit ton of work into this, like almost another full-time job's worth of effort. So I should care, right? I should try to push the channel forward a little more. So I just wanted to say that. I try not to do that in every video because that's not me, right? Like I sound like a salesman when I do that. Like when Bees does it in his videos, where he, you know, he's thanking everybody, his Patreon members, his membership members, and he's talking about leaving comments about your favorite breakfast. Like, that sounds natural, right? It sounds like part of the video. So it makes sense to me that he does that. But when I do it, I'm uncomfortable doing it. I just don't like doing it. So it comes off that way to me, right? So that's why I don't do it all the time. Occasionally I'm like, yeah, subscribe, right? And I try to add it to the videos. Not that that really does anything. But anyway, that's just, you know, whatever. Anyway, I love you guys. That's where I was. I love you very dearly. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.